It's time to take 10 minutes for Torah with Rabbi Joel Finkelstein.
Welcome to our discussion of Parshat Chayei, a daring move. If we think about all the great heroism of our patriarchs and our matriarchs, the avos and the imahos, I think sometimes we overlook two words in our parsha, and those words are Ani Elech. I will go. What happened was, Eliezer says, look, it's from God, it's amazing, it's a tremendous, not a coincidence, but a sign from God that this girl was chosen. I said that whoever would feed myself and the camels, that would be the girl, and sure enough, she came out, she fed me, she watered me and the camels, and it turns out that she's from my master's family, from Abraham's family. This is great. And they say, okay, sure, yeah, you have to, sure, absolutely. And then, and he said, then they said, well, but let's wait a little while, maybe a year or something. So he says, no, we have to go right away. It's from God. He said, well, let's have another excuse. Let's ask the girl. You have to ask the girl after all. They were hoping that maybe Rivka would say, I don't want to go with that creep. Forget it. So they bring the girl. And she says, and they say to her, Hatelchim haish hazeh? Will you go with this man? Vatomer elech. And she says, I will go. Elech. One word. Ani elech. She says two words. I will go. Says the Tana de Eliyahu, one of the Midrashim says, with the merit of this and various other great actions by the other imahot, the other matriarchs, that's why the Jews were redeemed from Egypt, because she said, Ani elech, I will go. For all, Abraham was tested, lech lecha to go, and she said, I will go. These are tremendous words. Think about it. Strange man comes from another land. He says he's related to Abraham. Does give her a lot of gifts. It's true, he comes with a lot of impressive wealth. But she should go off with him. And there's a long journey, and she should sit there the whole journey with this man she never met. And yet she says she will. And because of that, she is Rivka. She is one of our great matriarchs. Now Rashi says, when she said, Ani elech, I will go, it's very bold words, and what she's saying is, I don't care what you say. If you, the parents, are trying to flip-flop and you're trying to backtrack on this notion, oh, sure, we're going to go. First they said, oh, absolutely, it's from God. And then they change their mind and said, well, she should stay for a while. Let's ask the girl. She says, look, I'm going. I'm not listening to you people. Now, how can she have so much chutzpah? How can she go against her parents? So the answer is, the Hadar Zakanim says, no, she didn't say Ani elech. She says, Ani elech. You have to know the intonation. Should I go? But I don't want to read it that way. I want to say that I think most people who read it, that she said, I will go. How can she have so much chutzpah? Well, her parents are wicked. The Lavan and Betuel, these people are wicked people. And therefore, it's okay to go against them. Now, how did Rashi know that she's saying, Ani elech? All she said was, I'm going to go. How does he know that this means that even if you object, I'm still going? So some of them say that she should have just said, Hatelchim, she said, will you go with this man? She should have said, Cain, yes, I will go. Why did she say, I will go? She's being more emphatic about it. I'm going to go no matter what you say. The Ksav HaKabbalah wants to suggest that she should have said, Elcha, that I will go in a softer way. Ani elech is a stronger way, meaning I am definitely going. Rashbam has an interesting suggestion. So when she says she's going to go, what she's saying is, it's true. No sin l'psula yud beis chodesh. A new bride's getting married. Usually we give her about a year to get ready, to get the special perfumes that she wants, the special earrings that she wants, the necklace that she wants, and to look just right for the wedding. However, she says, Ani elech, I will go. I'm going right now. I'm not going to take any time for the beauty parlor or anything. I'm going, as is right now, no question about it. Now, if we want to know, how did it turn out? Did she like this man? So it's interesting. Later, when she sees Yitzchak for the first time, she falls off the camel or she slides off the camel. Different approaches. Why did she do that? So most say that tzniut, she was being modest. After all, she's not married yet. She really shouldn't be hanging out with her boyfriend too much yet. So she sort of hides beforehand. But the Chizkuni suggests as well that maybe she sees this man coming and he's very impressive, and she thinks maybe he's some kind of a highway robber. What's he doing out in the field? So it's interesting. The decision turned out to be something that she could handle. Was she impressed when she saw him? But if you ask, why did she do it? Why did she agree to go with this strange man? So I think we can suggest a number of things. The Torah more, Rav Sabang, he says, when she heard the Mi'ashemu, it was from God. Mi'ashem yatzah davar. This is from God. After all, we could see all the signs that everything's working well. I'd also like to suggest that she heard from the slave that Hashem be'erach Avraham et Adoni mod, that God blessed Avraham. She's going to a man who's not only wealthy, but he's been blessed by God. Also, we saw this man says, I want a girl who's kind. So she says, well, I am kind. Somebody wants a girl who's kind? That's what they're looking for. Not the beauty, not this. Money. You want kindness? That sounds like my kind of family. Midrashically, you can also say as follows. She gives she gives the nezem and tzmidim, the different jewelry, and it's asara zahav mishkalam. The weight is 10. So Rashi says corresponding to the 10 commandments. So maybe there were some hints there in the types of things that were given to her and the measure of it, that indeed there's an allusion to the ultimate 10 commandments of the Jewish people as well. This idea that Rivka is someone who had no connection to the Jewish people really, except through Terach, through being related to Avraham, that she would be willing to give up everything and just leave her home and to go like Avraham, to leave everything and to go to be with God's people. Did she know of the legacy of Avraham and what a prince he was, his war that he had won, the monotheism that he's preaching, the souls that he's making? Maybe she did. But it's so impressive that she would choose to leave her family at a young age, whether she was 3 or whether she was much older. But still, to leave, it's so impressive. It's touching that she would do this. In our times as well, you find it's very touching. You walk around and people say to you, I'm thinking about the Jewish people. I'm thinking about the people of Israel. We're pulling for you. This is also very heartwarming. It's very heartwarming when someone says, you know what? I want to embrace the Jewish people. And you say, you want to convert? Conversion is hard. You may not be accepted. You're going to leave your family. It's difficult. And people say, Ani elech, I'm coming. I'm going. Rivka set the way for what it means to be a convert. Avraham did it. He left his family. Ruth did it as the ultimate convert. She left her family. She says, Basher telchi elech, wherever you go, Naomi, I will go. That's what Rivka did. It's an important moment in Bereshit. It's an important moment in Jewish history. We shouldn't overlook it. These 2 words, Ani elech, I will go. Willingness to go to an unknown territory for reasons of ethics and godliness. This is something to admire. This is something we should be in awe. And this is something, because of that great act, we still are reaping the benefits of our great matriarch, Rivka. Thanks to Jason Lefkowitz, our producer. Thank you each for joining us here today for our discussion of the Parsha. And we want to thank Joe and Jennifer Roberts for being our sponsors today as well. Thank you.
This has been 10 Minutes for Torah with Rabbi Joel Finkelstein.